Today I'm going to talk a bit about what Zen Doodle and Zentangle art are, while I do a bit of my own doodling down here. At the end of my art journey video, I spoke about doing Zen Doodles, this mindful doodling that I had seen people doing online, and it really helped me start to get unstuck in my art, and it made me realize all the artificial constraints that I was putting on myself. It allowed me to clear my mind and be able to focus. So I'm a bit late to the party on this one, apparently, because the Zentangle art was established in 2003, and it is a huge thing, apparently. Anyway, Zentangle is a drawing system developed by Maria Thomas and Rick Roberts, after Rick noticed the focus Maria had while she was drawing. It reminded him of the meditative flow states he learned as a monk, and they created this system together. They established a few rules and boundaries, and created official tangles, which are the patterns that you would fill your square of paper with. They have a whole philosophy and emphasis around gratitude and appreciation, and that's pretty cool. As far as I can tell, Zen Doodling is the unregistered offshoot of Zentangle that doesn't have any of these rules or boundaries, which, I could appreciate why some people might need the help of those boundaries to keep them focused. A bit of structure can actually be a little freeing. But these doodles can be done on something as simple as just a small piece of paper like I have here. I'm working on this piece of 6" by 6" watercolor paper with some paint markers. And actually, I kind of like the little spatters that it's making. It's getting caught on the tooth of the paper. It adds a little touch to it. But yeah, you can just start on a small piece of paper if too much space is intimidating. I can also appreciate why that would be intimidating if it's not something you're used to doing. And I've also seen books just filled with abstract templates to get you started. You just go through the book, choose a template you like, and you start doodling in there, and you don't even have to think about the backbone of your doodle. And artists are doing beautiful things with Zen doodling. I've seen some artists draw entire little doodle scenery and then fill in the gaps with the patterns. I've seen people construct doodle patterns from an abstract wash of watercolor. That's something I'm really itching to try soon. I really got to get my watercolors out and try that. And there's not much more to it than that. It's really uncomplicated, especially if you start small. You just need paper and a pen. You don't need any fancy supplies. And you just need to want to center your mind, focus a little bit. And as for the benefits, well, I'll speak for myself. When I'm engaging with this, I am able to put away the stresses of everyday life. Like, it doesn't pause it. I actually feel like it does a little soft kind of reset in my brain. And then the rest of the day is just a little bit easier. And it doesn't need to take long. It could be like 10 minutes on a little piece of paper. The one I'm working on now, I think the full time was about 30 minutes. Obviously, I'm speeding it up for this video, but I definitely will be employing this daily as much as I can in my art practice because it allows me to let go without worrying about the outcome and just enjoy the process. It's not about the outcome. You don't know what the outcome is. You're making random doodles on a paper. That mindset shift is the most important thing to me at the moment. So this is my little doodle. Okay, I decided to fill in the lines after I stopped recording. I thought something was missing. I know it's not about the outcome, but hey, if you don't like it, you're not much better off, right? It is small. It's not much to look at. Like I said, it's 6x6. And, I decided to keep it pretty simple today because I'm not used to drawing under the camera yet. I definitely recommend giving this a try, even if you aren't feeling stuck. It could just help you with the stresses of every day. If it still seems a bit intimidating, just fill a square like I did. Draw some lines, circles, lines, doesn't matter, some pattern, and just focus while you're doing it. You won't even notice the half hour, 40 minutes, or whatever it took you to make it go by. I'd love to hear about your experiences with doodle art and how it helped you, if at all, in the comments. I'd love to read about that. And thank you so much for sticking with me. Like and subscribe to follow my journey. Hopefully it will inspire you on your own journey. Start now. You can do it.